Now we're going to cover how to book an appointment in your Store Vantage system. Obviously, booking appointments is very important to the functioning of the system. And of course, there is a lot of, or excuse me, there are a lot of areas where you can add a new appointment. So for example, if you are in a customer's profile, which remember you can access either from the customer's page or by using the quick search area at the top right of the screen. From the customer's profile page, you can click the Add Appointment button. You can also click this short link here, the 31 with the plus sign on it, and that will ask you to search for a specific customer. That way the system knows who you're booking for. And all along the system, you'll find these plus appointment buttons similar to this to help you get started there. So I'm going to go ahead and click that now for Ben. And you can see there are 3 steps to booking an appointment, although really the third step is just a customer service step to help you make sure that you didn't have any typos and just kind of review all the information with the client. So we do bring forward information about Ben, and if you hover your mouse over his name, a little pop-up will appear with more notes and custom fields and information you may have added to his profile. But it all starts with just choosing a service, so I'm going to say a neck massage. Once you do pick a service, eligible add-on services will appear. And this way it makes it easy for your staff to know exactly which add-ons to try and upsell. And it also helps with new staff to make sure they're not offering add-ons that don't apply for that service. So let's say I wanted to use the organic products add-on service. I'll choose that now. You can of course also apply a promotion if you like, or put in notes that are just for this appointment. Right. If you wanted to book multiple appointments at the same time for the same client, you can book add another appointment right here. This is not the option to set up a recurring appointment or a repeating schedule like once every third Friday. This would be if you just had to book 2 appointments or 3 appointments at once for whatever reason. So now I'm going to click the next button. On step 2, we already know who it's for, what they're coming in for, the service, what promotions and add-ons are applicable for the appointment. And so here the system just needs to know the time that you would like to assign to this appointment. And as you can see here in the middle of the screen is your calendar view. It is blank at this point because this is a newly created system. But you can look at the 4 days view, week view, month view, and your appointments that are already on the calendar will appear here, so that way you know when you're available. To input the start time, you can do it a couple ways. Number 1, you can just choose the time that you want to start the appointment from the list. So let's say, for example, like 10 a.m. on maybe August 20th. You don't actually have to put in an end time. You're not required to do that unless your business is one that likes to track the end time specifically. You can choose staff, like maybe I want to give this one to Jamie. You can choose resources like rooms or chairs or other pieces of equipment that might be needed. But you can also do a repeat to this appointment. So create a repeating series of appointments. And you have the weekly option or the monthly option. So you can say you want to set them up every 3 weeks on Fridays, let's say. And it automatically books for 1 year out. But you can limit this back. Let's say we just want to do it until January 1st. It will stop once it reaches that date. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And in this way, you can set up a year's worth of appointments or 6 months worth of appointments very quickly. So now I'm just going to hit next step. And you are basically done. It's this last step is simply to go through a couple reviews of the appointment you're about to book. So for example, it lets you know that you are booking an appointment for Ben. This kind of repeats every 3 weeks on Friday. You're assigning to Jamie. Because we assigned to Jamie, the system went ahead and looked at Jamie's schedule, which we did not set up at this point. So it's very common when you're first setting up your system to get these little warning messages. But again, as you complete setup, they will disappear. But in this case, it's letting you know Jamie might not be scheduled to work. It's also letting you know that the business is closed on certain days. And so again, this is just a way to help you from making simple mistakes because you are booking so far out in advance. It'll put in the price of the service, the add-on service, total it up for you. And of course, on the right here, If you are a new business or a business that wasn't in the practice of collecting emails or maybe cell phone numbers, you can actually put those um, values here, like I'll put in Ben's email. And if I click save at the bottom or confirm, it'll actually send Ben a confirmation email as well as an SMS text reminder if you have those turned on. But it will also add that email automatically back to Ben's profile. So I'm just going to hit confirm here. After successfully booking an appointment, it'll return you to Ben's customer profile. And just to point it out, you can see here that email has been saved right there in his profile, saving you that extra step. And also, all of his upcoming appointments are now visible. And you can see they're right here every Friday.